for addressing the gathering, sir. Now I call upon B. Nirdesh from Chemical Engineering to present a brief profile about distinguished speaker Padmabhushan Dr. Shivathanu Pillai.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries and one and all. I am very privileged to introduce you our chief guest, Dr. A. Shivathanu Pillai, sir. You all may have heard about Agni, Prithvi, Nag and Akash, and most importantly, BRAHMOS, the most advanced supersonic cruise missile. And here we have the father of BRAHMOS. Dr. Shivathanu Pillai, sir, born on 15 July 1947, Dr. Pillai graduated in electrical engineering from Madras University, underwent management program at Harvard Business School, and obtained PhD from Pune University and DSc from Tumakuru University. Dr. Pillai 4 years experience in ISRO and DRDO under the great visionary leaders Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Professor Satish Dhawan, and APJ Abdul Kalam, sir, made him a technological leader in the field of launch vehicles and guided missiles. His contributions to the successful development of SLV-3 as a core team member and evolution of PSLV configuration for ISRO have made remarkable. Dr. Pillai's skills in networking multiple institutions for the development of critical missile technologies, overcoming colonial regimes, and realization of Agni, Prithvi, Nag and Akash missiles under the IGMDP as its program director. BRAHMOS Aerospace is a unique joint venture, first of its kind between India and Russia to design, develop, produce and market the most advanced supersonic cruise missile. His outstanding leadership qualities made India proud to possess the fastest, highly precise and the most potent missile, BRAHMOS, which is now inducted in the Indian Armed Forces. BRAHMOS is a world leader in the family of cruise missiles, surpassing those in the developed countries. As the founder, CEO and the MD of joint venture, Dr. Pillai is regarded as the father of BRAHMOS, which has become a role model for establishing joint ventures between the countries. Well known as defense technologist in the world, Dr. Pillai has been recognized by many prestigious engineering and management institutions with fellowships. He has received many honorary doctorates from 12 reputed universities of India and Russia. The Moscow University of Security, Defense and Law Enforcement honored Dr. Pillai with the Order of the Peter the Great and the Academician of the University. Dr. Pillai has published many papers in the international and national journals and conferences. Dr. Pillai has written many books including Revolution in Leadership and Nanotechnology and Nanoscience for Engineering. He is the co-author with Dr. Kalam for the books Envisioning and Empowering Nation, Thoughts for Change We Can Do It. He is a recipient of various prestigious awards including Technology Leadership Award, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai Research Award, Organization for Industrial, Spiritual and Cultural Advancement Award from Japan, Raja Ram Mohan Purashkar, Lokmanya Tilak Award, Lal Bahadur Shastri Award, Performance Excellence Award from Institution of Industrial Engineering, and most importantly, Padma Shri Award in 2002 and Padmabhushan Award in 2013 by the Government of India for the contribution to aerospace and missile technologies, and Order of Friendship by the Government of Russian Federation, the highest Russian award for the foreign citizens of highest order. And some of the milestones of Dr. A. Shivathanu Pillai sir is former Honorable Distinguished Professor in ISRO from 2015 to 2018, former Chief Controller DRDO from 1996 to 2014, Honorable Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi from 2015 to 2016, Visiting Professor, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore from 2014 to 2015, former Chairman, NIT Kurukshetra, Visiting Professor Dr. D.S. Kotari Chair, Research and Innovation Center, IIT Madras from 2018 to 2020. And most importantly, Lifetime Achievement Award from Rotary International Club in 2014. Be the student, sir. Very fortunate to have you here, sir. Thank you.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Honorary Distinguished Professors who were there in the dais, former Vice Chancellor, Professor Honorary faculty members, Professor Kenarayana, Principal Engineering College, students, friends. So my topic I have changed, is not just a small satellite, that is one small part of the whole lecture. But the main thing, what is needed for the university should become like Venkateswara. Venkateswara is known all over the world, So your Venkateswara University cannot be a number down in the NIR, it should become number one. That is what is required. So if that is required, what are the things required? That's what I will talk. So basically what we need is innovation. We need innovation. We want to see that the university goes up. Innovation comes from research. And that means research infrastructure, research build-up is necessary, and people should concentrate on new developments. Second thing is the teaching, the type of teaching has gone. It is not that the students are looking for the lecturers to give them the lectures. They can study themselves. They can prepare themselves. What they want to know in the class is what they don't know. So that means the faculty has to be already up to date to know what is in the world. Before them, you have to capture. So that is the type of education is coming. Nearly 70% of your university now is changing to research. 30% only teaching. That's the way the universities are coming. If you really want to become number one, what is needed is a good research, good faculty, students are innovative, entrepreneurship, then job opportunities and international participation. If these things are there, the university rank will be better. So that is what university is trying. Our Vice Chancellor has got a vision. When he talked, he said that our university should become, it's a famous, he said, but I will say it should become at least number one in the state, first to start with, and then it should become number one in India. You should overtake IITs. There are universities now, private universities, they are coming up now more than the rank. If you see, they are more than the IITs. So things are changing. So you must also have a blueprint for you when you are there as Vice Chancellor to see this university becomes very important. Because you have got the blessing of the God, which other universities don't have. So you must use that for the development. Now, let me show the first slide to you. Sustainable development is our goal today. We want to see that our societies are better, people are becoming better. Because in a geopolitical situation, a nation is strong in economy, military power, people means human potential, civilization heritage, democracy. Wherever these 5 points are there, that nation only will be the leader. All these things are available only with India, not with any other country. So India will become the leader. Who can make the leader? The 800 million youth what we have, they can completely turn around and make India a leader. That is possible. So we are now moving up. We have from 5, we have come to 4 now, the economic situation. America, China, then Japan, India, Germany. We have overtaken Germany. Very soon we will overtake Japan also. But we cannot overtake China at this stage because they are much advanced compared to us. They will be overtaking USA very soon. So after 10 years you will see China, USA, India. These are the 3 countries which will dominate. So for that you have to put a lot of effort. Today Indians are shining in America. All the important posts if you see, they are there. We enter into space, that is NASA, 38% of the engineers there, designers are Indians. So everywhere Indians are there, but they are working for other country. What about our country? We are having only second type of people working in ISRO, not the first cream. First cream is working for other countries. Second cream is working in our R&D, but they are doing wonderful work. But so, if opportunity is given, definitely our people also can shine. So that is the way we should go. So what is needed? No. What is needed is knowledge solutions to value addition using technology and innovation and entrepreneurship. You all should become job providers, not job seekers. You have to make yourself like that. If that is so, there is going to be product competitiveness, economic development. At the same time, we cannot forget the world today. The earth is in danger today. So we have to see that net zero carbon comes through. That means that better. If this is achieved, you will be having the sustainable development. So technological innovations and entrepreneurship can only affect the most fundamental changes in the ground rules of economic competitiveness and environment. Next slide. So are we ready for that? If you look at our development starting from the Green Revolution, we were 50 lakh people died out of poverty. That was our situation. Today we have got surplus food, but food may not be reaching to all people, but food is sufficient. 300 million tons of grains we make. We are second in the world in the rice and wheat production. So we have improved. Now we are using space technology in agriculture to make the 300 to 400 million tons per year. So that is what is called Green Revolution 2. You take milk. Milk, once we were starving, but thanks to Varghese Kurian, today India is the largest producer of milk in the world. Then you take power. Power, also shortage of power we have. Still we have shortage of power, but there is a big vision. We are now improving our availability of solar power. Nearly 100,000 megawatt we are getting into. Wind we are doing very well. Then you take the nuclear. 12 reactors are being built now. So we are trying to make 22,000 megawatt of power the nuclear. But that's also not sufficient. So we have to look for another option to have clean energy. That is hydrogen. So green hydrogen is one which is coming up in a big way. 19,400 crore has been sanctioned by our government on the green hydrogen mission. So you should not lag behind. The university should immediately take up a project. That's what I am trying to tell you. Then you take computer, supercomputer. It was denied to us, but we have got now with petaflop computers. We are working on computing, supercomputing we are doing. So quantum computing has come in a big way. And then you look at the communication. So today we are now changing over to fiber-based communication, most reliable. When the 5G has come, whole India is now moving to 5G-based fiber communication. It is going to come very soon. A lot of institutions are working, particularly IIT Madras is contributing in a big way. Then you look at the ITFs. We are generating $290 billion per year today. So that's a huge opportunity still there in the IT area. And the Shakti processor, there is an indigenous processor equivalent to Intel, has been developed by IIT Madras, that they are going to produce and it is going to come in our circuits. Look at the pharma, we are doing very well in the pharma. 60% of medicines Americans use from India. See that pharma, how they have jumped into a big business today. Electric vehicles, we are moving, slowly we are moving, but that will also capture for after some time. Then in the defense, we have got the nuclear submarine, Arihant. We have the light combat aircraft, which is already inducted in the Air Force. So we have got missiles, guided missiles we have got, which I will talk to you. So space, you look at the space, we started with the Aryabhatta and SLV3. Today we have got much above we have got in the space program. And now what is our next goal? We are going to study about the sun. We have got a program called Aditya. We are going to study about Venus. the Venus satellite is getting ready. So we are thinking about very, very advanced way in the space program. To take lead, we have to take lead. Only 3 other countries are in front of us. The America, USA, Russia and China. 3 countries are before us. So we have to overtake them. That means some innovative ideas have to come. Then we are going into hypersonics. At the speed we are increasing from supersonic to hypersonic that way. So this trend shows a lot of things are happening in India. But a lot of people are also moving out. All the people who study in IIT mostly, they go for higher studies and settle down there. So, but Venkateswara University people, they will not have that type of aim to go and work there. They want to work here. So you should have a dream to make our country great. Next slide. So all this space research started with Sarabhai. He located a place called Tumba for starting the space program. Tumba is a place near Trivandrum, the only place in India where the magnetic equator is passing through. So when you conduct a test there to study the upper atmosphere, you will get correct data only in that place. That's why he established there and dedicated to the world. So all world people come and do the experiments there to understand the behavior of the spheres. Then he thought that we should have a vision. We should make SLV3. We should make satellites. So he introduced satellite program. All those things developed, and then now we have gone much above. Next. So the first major development was SLV3. Is a launch vehicle development. SLV3. The project director was Dr. Abdul Kalam. He did that. And in 79 we launched 10th of August. It was not a successful launch. Failure means we should not get worried about failure. There are a lot of things to know about failure. Knowledge comes through failure. So we again studied, and then 80 we launched 18th July very successfully, putting India in their space program. So that is that program. Next. Now we have got PSLV and the GSLV. You would have seen in the TV these launches. The main thing you have to understand is the orbits. There are specific advantages in the orbits. When you say polar orbit, the satellite goes pole to pole. Pole to pole, when it goes, it's about 500 to 700 kilometer altitude. It takes picture of the place. Since the Earth is rotating west to east, you always get pictures of all around the Earth you get. So any place on Earth you can monitor if your satellite is on the polar orbit. If it geostationary orbit is above equator, 36,000 kilometers you put the satellite. That satellite speed will be synchronized with the Earth speed. That means always it will be looking like a station. It will look only one place. So for India we need that 24 hours our mobile phones have to work. 24 hours our TV have to work. That means the satellite should beam only to our place. So that is called geostationary satellite. The lower satellite is for the scientific research we have. So that is the 3 different orbits, and we have got now beyond the GSLV, we have got GSLV Mark III, which was recently launched. You have seen the launch flight, you have seen. Next. So, next. Sound is added to the computer, then you will hear. So this is what Chandrayaan 3 is. Okay, this is Chandrayaan 3 which you have seen, people have told you. We are raising the orbit, third orbit we have reached. So very soon we will be crossing the transfer point from Earth gravity to moon gravity we should achieve. That's a very critical point. So because when the gravity becomes equal at that point, you can transfer the orbit to moon. So that is a very important maneuver that is yet to happen. Then it will be still elliptical, and finally they have to place it at 100 by 100 kilometer, and then from that they will reduce to 30 kilometers and then start thinking about landing. That is on August 23rd. Evening is the landing, actual landing. So the 15 minutes of operation from 30 kilometers it goes to land is very, very critical. That's what we are all looking for that. Then the rover has to come out and analyze. Why we are more interested in the moon? Next step. So next. So this is the application of the satellite. This is remote sensing satellite which I was telling you. You want to study about the agriculture. Now precision agriculture has come. A satellite can tell you whether the soil is fit for use of that particular crop. You can also say the seed is whether it is a proper seed you have selected or not. Then the crop management. Then irrigation, watering. Everything can be controlled from satellite. That is called precision farming. And also you can use rover to see that the cutting is done, spraying, all those things you can do through the drones. Then forest. Next is forest cover. It gives very good information on the forest. Suppose the forest trees are cut or trees are grown, all information will be available from their satellites. So the satellite is going to be a big boom. They have opened a new website called Bhuvan. So that is giving a lot of information, but they are not really accurate and commercial. So if you want real pictures, you have to go to the National Remote Sensing Center in Hyderabad. They will give pictures. Or you should have an arrangement with ISRO. ISRO has got a center here, so you can sign an MOU so that those pictures also can be known to you. Then water management, water availability in different places, then the wasteland mapping, where the climatic conditions, ocean where fish is available, all these things can be taken care of, and many people use that. Our fishermen, they use this data. They at 3 a.m. they look at these pictures in their village resource center and identify where the fish is available, and all the boats go there, they get good fish, they get. And then they take the mobile phone from there and talk to different people and give surprise. So that's how they are using this space technology. Then disaster management. Next. So this is one impressive thing. The entrepreneurship, when we are talking, please note that few people like you, 10 people from Bangalore, they started a small company called Sasha. This is a startup. Their idea was to introduce the precision farming. So they went and talked to different government, they were not showing interest, but Andhra Pradesh showed interest. So this has been introduced in Andhra Pradesh, nearly 10 acres of land. They have put a ground station, get connected to the different satellites, they get pictures, and through one mobile phone, they control the whole the farming. So they use AI, they use very much for studying all the imageries, and they use also, they are advising the farmers to use the drones for plugging, removing the waste growth, all those things. So things are now improving. Once our farmers understand that there is a big advantage of this, because nowadays getting people is a problem. All farmers have become city people. No, their children, they are studying, they go into different work. So there is a shortage of manpower. So that means you have to go for more automation. Next. So other startup, in Hyderabad, in your place, I am talking about Andhra Pradesh, is one of the leaders in startups of the place. So you see the Skyroot, and then Agnikul in Chennai. There are many startups have come. Daily 2 to 3 startups are coming up in India. And 160 unicorns have come. Unicorns went world level, their companies have grown. Many failures are also there. So there are currently 80,000 startups are there. 9,000 of them are technology oriented and they are doing very well. But some risk is involved. When you think of startup, risk is involved. But if you think that you have to succeed, you will be able to succeed. Next. So now another important thing is Gaganyaan. Like what you Chandrayaan this year, 23 is very popular for Chandrayaan, 24 will be popular for Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan first mission is in 2024 where they will put a robot into the orbit. That robot as a spaceman will go around and then land. So that is a very important program. And ultimately, after studying the rover which is going, after studying that, they will establish, India will establish its own factory on the moon one day. So get ready for working in that factory. Okay? Next, why we have to do that work in moon? Next. Next. So previous one. Yes. See, like you were talking about enterprise, there is going to be space in the enterprise. There are a lot of opportunities in space. One of the opportunities is small satellite. See, this year the requirement is 2,500 small satellites. If you would have heard about OneWeb, Google is going for a separate constellation. All are small satellites, 100 kg to 200 kg satellite. So there are a lot of requirement coming. That OneWeb satellites which we launched, 72 satellites we launched for them. So all these things show that there is a lot of requirement for small satellite. Why small satellite? Because you put a big satellite. There is no anti-satellite has come. Debris are there. So you launch a satellite, the debris hit and then that satellite will be out. So if you have a constellation, even one small satellite goes, other satellites will be there. That is why people have decided now for all the applications, particularly in the low Earth orbit, they are going for small satellites. So you understand the importance of small. That's why the Vice Chancellor and the Dean Research, what they emphasize to you is small satellites. So if you should get specialized in making small satellites, it is not difficult. It is easy, very easy to make a satellite and with a mission which you can conceive, it is easy. Only some fund has to come. Each satellite the making will take about 3 to 4 crores. So how the fund is managed is the top people problem, not student problem. But students should think about how to get into making small satellites because ISRO is now diversifying. Please understand that. In India, ISRO is the only organization doing that. Now it's not so. ISRO has to get into industry more. Okay? Because we have to make large numbers. So industries are getting developed. There are some 200 industries are going to get developed for space. So when you are having some experience in space or you want to work in space, you don't have to go to ISRO. You can join industry. So that industry will be what they will be doing. Mostly they will be doing satellites. There's a lot of industries are in Bangalore, space industry. There are industries in Hyderabad, then Chennai, all these things. So we should make an attempt with the large money available in the hill. We should take some money and develop this Tirupati with the space organization. A collaboration with space and put space organization in your place. After the money has to be used, otherwise it will be in his account. But they use it is in his account. You take it to your account and develop this place. Tirupati should be developed. That is what you should do. You should make an attempt. Then only he will be kind enough to give that. He is showing hand only. He should give. Okay. Why moon? Moon has got large reserve of helium-3 in powder form. Sun is shining today. It has shined 4.6 billion years it has shined. Another 5 billion years and sun will be there. That is called hydrogen and helium. It's a fusion of hydrogen and helium. Because of that, you are getting the whole power from the sun. So helium in the form of 3, helium-3, is identified as the best source for energy. Its energy level is 100 times better than uranium, and it is non-radioactive. Please see that. Uranium is radioactive, and we are splitting uranium, so radioactivity is more. Here it's a fusion, helium-3 to be fused with deuterium. So that fusion is going to help you in less radioactivity, very less radioactivity, almost nil, and power is 100 times better than uranium. But this is available only on the moon, not on the earth. So we have to bring from there. That means we need industry to be established there. You will see that our rover sometimes may find a rover. What I am telling them, the people will think about it. But ultimately, 2035, India will establish its factory there, and some of you will work there. That's what's going to happen. And we need to have a launch station because we have to bring back the bottled material. So launch station will be there. It is very easy to make launch station on the moon, where the gravity of the moon is only 1/6. So your launch vehicle should be much less. Gravity is helping you. Next. So this is about the space. Now let me move to the war. War is happening, the Russia-Ukraine war. So let us think about war. Every war is human war. People, Hercules was required at the time. Now Hercules, if you say a simpler person comes, he will only do that demonstration of wrestling. He is not required for the war. But what is required? It's changed. So in the human war, first time India introduced rockets. India is the inventor of rocket. Many of us, we don't know. China developed the gunpowder, and they used it as fire arrow. We were very smart enough to understand it is not a fire arrow. We can put it inside a container. So there is a 2 kilogram container, 2 kilogram powder with a sword. 6,000 rockets were used against the British, and British were defeated in 1792 at Srirangapatnam. This is the beginning of the war using rockets. And India was the first country to use that. Now from that, after killing Tipu in 99, they took away 10,000 of our rockets from our arsenal. And then they started studying that, extending the range from 1.5 kilometer to 3 kilometers, the range of the rocket, and used against Napoleon in Waterloo and defeated him. Then they took it on the ship to fight against the Americans in the war. 1812, that war took place in America. Henry Fort, it is called Henry Fort, that place where they were. In American national song, national anthem, you will carefully see our rocket is mentioned there. In American national anthem, it says the red flag. There's a word, a particular word is there about our rocket. So like that, our rocket has gone up, and we were slaves. We forgot everything. Hills are up and here. Then from human war, it went to platform centric. During the First World War, Second World War, a lot of platforms came here, attacked. Then finally we landed into nuclear bomb and also military aircraft, satellite, all those things have come. And there are different types of rockets have come, missiles have come, including Tomahawk, which is a very successful missile of the Americans used in the Gulf War. Then now it is moving towards network-centric warfare. Now the knowledge is coming from cyber warfare. More the software is going to dominate in the warfare. Where the war will be in space, war will be under the sea, 600 meters under the sea, submarine to submarine warfare will be there, and electronic warfare. Then microwave will come, fly over the Venkateswara University, everything will be switched off. Nothing will happen here. Completely, even buildings will collapse. The big buildings we have got here, all will collapse. Then the powerful microwave has been developed already. So like this, war is going to be of different type, missile to missile. So interoperability, then stand-off precision strike weapons, sensor networking, then cyber war, all these things are going to come in the future. So I am telling all these things that you have to think about starting a defense department to do all these research. DRDO is also spreading to academy and industry. DRDO also getting this bundle like space. You know, go to the industries, go to the academy. Capture quickly. So this is just to show that everything is getting integrated now. The command, control, communication, computer, intelligence, and IoT based sensors, AI, governance, all these things are getting integrated with weapon. So this is the type of thing. You have got a lot of work on the software, sensor integration. Even the blown on this what we are having, the IRNSS satellite, navigation satellites, GPS. All these things are going to be used in our integration. Next. So one of the important development which we have done is Agni. You know about it, Agni 5,000 kilometer. You can see that 5,000 kilometer circle, you can see. China is completely covered. A lot of areas are covered. So we have this Agni 5. It's amazing. It has come in WhatsApp. I don't know whether you have seen. It's viral. It's everywhere. It is available. Okay. So that is the power India has got. We have to bring that power out. Our government is trying to bring the world things in many ways. Let them succeed. Nice. So if you look at the innovations, this innovation is changing. Every 40-50 years the innovation is changing. So you see that first innovation, second innovation, what are things happened. So the fifth innovation is digital world. Now what is going to be the sixth innovation? Now we are entering into sixth innovation. There, different things are coming. Making things, new computing, and finally you will get molecular biology in a different way. The brain, whether brain can be brought in a chip. Like that, energy, environment. All these things are going to play a very important role in the sixth innovation. So, large circuits, then intelligent machines, networking, all these things are going to happen next. That's the innovation. So, we are now moving from smart systems to brilliant systems to genius systems. After that, we have come. India has reached. Now we are working on transhuman. This is what I was telling, how to operate through mind, transhuman. That is what is going to happen. We are working on the use of mind, how we can do that. So the things are changing, space, time, energy, matter, information. From that we are moving to mind. This is the future. Next. So if you look at the 5,000 years of our development, we were the pioneers in technology. Just to prove to you that the dancing girl is an alloy, first alloy of the world, bronze. Then this pillar which is there in Kutub, 3,000 years old, there is no rust, it is open, it's open. Anybody has seen Kutub? It is just open. Big metallurgists came and studied, they are not able to tell how it is. There is no rust. It's a rotten, no rust. So like that. Rocket we have done the first. Panchaloga, Raja, that is investment casting. Investment casting is known only in the last 200 years. We were doing it thousands of years before. So like this, we were pioneers in technology and society formation. But we lost everything from because we were ruled by the people. We became slave. Close our mind, close our brain. That's why we lost. And industrial revolution we didn't participate. So economy came down. Our population increased. So finally we lost everything. Prosperity is lost. Now there are new technologies are coming up. You know, there are nanotechnology, so many things are coming up. So we should catch up. Industry 4.0 is coming. All these things are new things to you. Others are also working as new. We are also working. Our engineers are working, Indian engineers are working abroad. Same thing. So this is an opportune time for us to come to the world. We should not miss that. So what are the important things if you see? Speed, hypersonic, cyber physical systems, molecular biology, human machine interface, space resource exploitation from asteroid, from planets or anything, then transhuman, net zero carbon. These are the critical areas. If you go deep into that, you will get Nobel Prize. All are Nobel Prize items. You will get also. So these are the things we should think how we can engage ourselves into the new areas so that we become popular. University becomes popular, you also will become popular. Next. So this is industry 4.0, psychophysical systems, where number of new technologies are come. We talk about robotics, AI, big data, augmented reality, additive manufacturing, cyber security, blockchain, IoT, system integration, simulation, these things are coming under 4.0. We have moved in 4.0 now in India. Next. We have to now capture 5.0, which is not known to the world, only we know about it. It is a sustainable, human-centric and resilient industry. It should become a resilient industry. That is not there in 4.0. It should also think about cost optimization, greener solutions. This is also part of the 5.0. Next. So electric vehicles, when we talk about electric vehicles, we talk about only the, lithium. Lithium is now available in India, but it will take another 5-10 years to see that it is properly used for the battery purpose. But we have to study the recycling of lithium. This the chemistry department can do. It's not a difficult thing. They can think of how to recycle the lithium, make it a pure lithium again. Original lithium might have come from China, but now you make it Indian lithium. Possible. Okay, but there are a lot of accidents are happening with the present lithium ion batteries. So we are going for lithium ion polymer battery or solid state battery. We have to go. Then only the accidents can be avoided. Next. Then solar power you are using, many solar panels you have put. All solar panels are coming from China. What about making solar cell in India? Not being made. No? That's a pity. And the solar efficiency is maximum is 21% now. That's also very poor. But some experiments have been done with nanotechnology. With silicon, put the carbon monofiber over that, aligned and encapsulated. Wherever the sun is, you get 100% impact the cell. This is an experiment which has been done, which is giving 52% efficiency from 21%. Next. If you look at the future, the telephone can do everything. Telephone also can bring your friend in front of you in a holographic form. That's the next stage of telephone. Then brain on a chip, so many things. Yes, I think he wants to quickly close it. Okay, brain on a chip and so many other things are there. Green, quantum and transportation, want to go faster. There's a speed, lot of things are happening. We are going to the moon, we are taking 43 days, shame. America goes in 4 days. But we want to go in one minute you should go. That's the speed you should get. You should jump into the moon. that is possible only by laser propulsion. That can be done. You want to travel to Mars in 3 days. Technology is coming. Very soon, those technologies will come. Okay, next. So, Abdul Kalam says, ignited minds of the youth is most powerful resource. So, you are the people. Whatever you are doing, think that you are studying in a great university, think that you can do a lot of things, aim high. Small aim is a crime. Aim high. Think, work hard. Then the problems will say failure. Don't worry about failure. You can make it success. If you become the captain of the problem, you will be the chief. Okay? So no problem. So you should be courageous enough to do things better. Next. So if you are really inspired, you see that when you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary task, all your thoughts break their bounds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, that is body, faculties and talents come alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamt yourself to be. Only the mind is very powerful. If you think high, you will achieve that. You know, that is what is required. People think small, waste their time in WhatsApp, waste their time in TV, all those things. Don't do that. You think, I have to become a great person. Think like that and work, it will be achieved. It is not difficult. Next. So your university, your mind should blossom like this flower to make this university great. So let our minds blossom at Shri Venkateswara University. We make our university a golden message. Let us all think about it. Okay? Thank you. Yes.